H2 Overcomers, bringing you a message of inspiration and today a message of thought. I imagine you probably watch these by yourself, maybe on your phone, on your computer, whenever you get them. And I imagine the best times would be 2 o'clock in the AM and somebody's just perusing the internet and they find an Overcomer message. This is for you. If you like it, click on the thumbs up, but I'd love to and asking you for your comments. You all, I was watching these videos because I am an animal lover and I can sit down and watch some animal videos sometimes to just relax. And it's amazing the things that people get to capture with their cameras. And there was this one story about a dog, a small dog that fell in a grate, storm drain grate in the street. And someone saw the dog and some puppies and they made a ruckus. They called other people who came over and people were willing to get down on their hands and knees and try to get the dog. They finally called 911 and then the fire department showed up and then they called the public works department who literally came out with a crane and lifted this heavy metal grate out and people got down in there and got this dog and the puppies out and a great cheer went up and they were heroes and it made everybody feel so warm and good. And wouldn't it make you feel good too? And the next one you all was about a deer. A deer had apparently tried to jump a fence, a barbed wire, and got tangled up in the wire. And a man comes along, and before you know it, it was one man and it was two men, and they were pliers and trying to hold the deer, put a coat over the deer's head so the deer would stop kicking. There were people, but with some time and some effort, they were able to free the deer, and the deer ran free. And the third one was a donkey that somehow got stuck in a ditch, and the water was coming up, and the donkey would surely drown if some action wasn't taken. And good human beings, good-hearted folk, people with sympathy and the love of God, got down in that ditch, and they got that donkey out. And that donkey maybe was not as grateful as he could have been, but I'm sure he was happy to be out the ditch and he didn't drown. But here's what hit me. I want you to get ready for this. The dog, the deer, and the donkey were all brown. And it just made me think for a minute that in today, especially in this world we're living in, some people will step in to help the animals irregardless of the hue that they happen to have on. But we might treat people a little differently because the way they look. And I want you to just let your heart sit on that for a minute. Because would you leave the dog there because of the color of his fur? Would you leave the donkey in the hole because of his hair on his back? Would you leave the deer because of the way it looked? That's all, Overcomers. Just think about it and ask yourself. Hold on, because today we're going to think about the way we treat people and the way we'd like to be treated, because we all are here to overcome. H2O, don't you let go. Hold on to that. Run, tell that.